Hello, and welcome to the Let's Talk About It Dad Sports Podcast. My name is Patrick, and I have my co-host with me,
Cillian,
and
for episode 10.
That's right, it's episode 10. We made it to 10 episodes. Are you still having fun?
Yeah, we should do this every Wednesday.
Every Wednesday. That's what we're hopefully going to continue to do. We'll do it every Wednesday so we can release our show Thursdays.
Michigan State.
And hopefully Michigan State can continue or find a way to get a win here in the future, right?
Yeah, they're not doing very good.
Not doing so good. Well, thanks to our listeners so much for listening to our podcast. We hope that you're still enjoying it and that you continue to listen to us each week. Be sure to like and subscribe by hitting the little bell button on any of the podcasting listening mediums that you use. That could be Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, or any other type
or
of podcatcher.
GarageBand.
Well, that's what we use to record, right? Yeah. So thanks again so much for listening. Feel free to reach out to us. Again, I know I mentioned last week we're going to try and come up with our own email address and social media for folks to maybe send in some questions and also engage with us. Thanks so much for listening, and we look forward to continuing to grow our little podcast, talking about sports, right?
Yeah, let's grow.
Awesome. So last week we made a bunch of picks in college football, the NFL, NHL, and some college hockey. So we're going to review some of the things that we did last week, and then we're going to make some picks for the upcoming week. Sound good?
Okay.
Before we jump into that, how's your week been?
It's been great. No work this day.
No work today?
Yeah, I don't normally work on the winter because the roads are so bad.
Right. You don't usually commute. You like to stay home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
School, I had one day that was a little rough, but this day, I had it good.
Yeah, it sounded like Tuesday and Wednesday you crushed it in school, right?
Yep.
What letter are we learning this week?
B.
B.
For beaver.
For beaver. All right. Like the Oregon State Beavers. That's their nickname.
They don't play.
Yeah, they don't really play that often. We haven't done a pick for them yet, have we? So school's going good. How's tabletop hockey, mini sticks, your football games, all sorts of stuff like that? How are all those going?
So the Chiefs, they host the number 15. I can't remember. Oh, they host the LA Rams.
The LA Rams, okay.
On Friday.
Okay. And this is in your own football, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Yeah, because they I think the Chiefs have a bye week this week in real life.
Why?
Because every team gets a bye week, and it gives them a chance to rest up, so they're ready for the rest of their games.
Yeah, I hope the Chiefs can get 30 wins.
Well, they can't get 30 wins. They only play 18 or 17 games, so they can get at most 17 wins, but not this season because they already have a few losses.
What are those blue things?
What blue things?
Those right there.
These?
Yeah.
Oh, they're just little cord cubes.
Oh.
So, yep. All right. So, anything else that you want to chat about in regards to your week, or do you want to jump into the picks?
Let's jump into the picks.
All right. So, last week you went into the college football week 21 picks correct and 17 incorrect. You had 6 picks for the upcoming week. To give an update in regards to the college football landscape, right now the top 6 teams all remained the same. There are 4 new teams in the top 25. Or I'm sorry, that's from last week. So I will talk about the landscape for next week here in a second. So my bad. So yes, you were 21 and 17 going into the week. You had 6 picks, 5 from Division I, and we had 1 Division II pick for Fair State Bulldogs.
Dad, I want to see who everyone's playing.
Right. We're going to do that in a little bit here. But we're going to just kind of review what we talked about last week. So you picked Michigan State to beat the Minnesota Golden Gophers. And unfortunately, that was a tough game. It went all the way into overtime. And Michigan State ended up losing 23-20 to the Minnesota Golden Gophers in overtime. How'd you feel about Michigan State's game?
Nope.
They did a really good job coming back and tying the game. But then they taking the lead in the game, actually. And then Minnesota went all the way down the field with under a minute to go to tie the game up to send it to overtime and ended up getting the win. So that was pretty tough.
Yeah.
The Spartans are still looking for their first Big Ten win of the season. And it's just been a tough one for them, hasn't it?
Yeah, even though they beat Western Michigan,
Right? They beat Western Michigan.
Boston College, and Youngstown.
I know. Those are their first 3 games of the season they won. They were 3-0, and now they're like 3-6, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're having a tough time. So, the next game that you picked was the number 21 Michigan Wolverines over the Purdue Boilermakers, and Michigan came out on top, 21-16. So a good pick there, Cillian. Your next game that you picked was Vandy, number 9 Vanderbilt against number 20 Texas Longhorns. And the Texas Longhorns got the win in a shootout. They got out on top really early, and Vandy started to make a comeback, but Texas ended up winning 34-31. What'd you think of the Texas win? Perfect. Go Longhorns, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hook 'em horns.
Hook 'em horns.
All right. So in your next pick, you had the number 14 Tennessee Volunteers beating the number 18 Oklahoma Sooners. And unfortunately, again, another high-scoring game, but unfortunately, the Volunteers came up short, losing 33-27. And then you picked the number 5 Georgia Bulldogs over the Florida Gators. Kraken. And Georgia ended up getting the win. It was a close one, even against Florida. And they got the win 24-20. And then last but not least, you picked the Ferris State Bulldogs over the Northern Michigan Wildcats. And and Ferris State got the win. Do you want to know what the score was? 70-35. So Ferris scored 10 touchdowns.
Wow.
Yeah, they crushed Northern Michigan University. They're still undefeated, still ranked number 1 in Division II, and they're hoping to continue that on this upcoming weekend. Sound good?
And Michigan State has a tough spot in college football.
They do. You're right. Yeah. So next week, and this is what I was going to kind of mention, Ferris State, again, they won 70-35. The top 7 in Division I all remain the same this week, and only one new member to the rankings in NCAA football into the top 25 this week was, I believe it was Washington, moved into the top 25. Washington moved into the top 25. So, and then this week, unfortunately, both Michigan and Michigan State, our hometown teams, have a bye week this week. So no Michigan State game this weekend. They get another chance to rest. I've never heard of a team getting 2 bye weeks in a season. It just seems odd to me, don't you think? So who are we going to watch instead of Michigan and Michigan State this weekend?
Michigan State basketball.
Oh, maybe we'll watch some Michigan State basketball. Okay, I think I have some picks for you in college basketball a little bit later in the episode. Sound good?
Good.
All right, so I have 5 picks for you in college football for this week. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
So just a reminder, last week you went 4-2, which takes your total to 25-19 on the season. So you're doing really well. We're going to start in Division II this week, where Ferris State travels to Saginaw to play the Saginaw Valley State University Cardinals. Who do you think wins between the Ferris State Bulldogs and SVSU?
Ferris State.
Ferris State. All right, so we got a Ferris State win to start us off. We've got a couple top 25 matchups. Actually, the first one here is a top 10 matchup. We have the BYU Cougars against the Texas Tech Red Raiders. BYU sitting at 7th place right now in the rankings, where Texas
They're
Tech...
still undefeated.
Yep, they're still undefeated, 8-0. Good job, Cillian. And Texas Tech is sitting at 8-1.
Oh, we have Ohio and...
Yeah, let's just focus on this one right now, okay? That we got in front of us. We've got BYU and Texas Tech. Who do you think is going to win this game?
I don't know.
Well, who do you want to pick?
Because the Texas Tech Red Raiders have red, so I'm going with Texas Tech.
Going with Texas Tech, going with the red team. So the Texas Tech Red Raiders are gonna have the slight...
Who you want, Dad?
I think I'm actually gonna root for the BYU Cougars, the Brigham Young University Cougars this go around. So maybe we'll go head to head. Sound good?
Yeah.
All right, sounds good. All right, next we have another Texas team, and as I mentioned, this is another top 25 matchup.
Is it the Texas Longhorns?
It's not the Texas Longhorns, but it's the Texas A&M Aggies, who are sitting at number 3 in the country right now,
And then
who are undefeated.
after that, we got Ole Miss Rebels
Right.
and Oregon Ducks.
I know you see those other logos, but let's just focus on the ones that we're talking about right now. Okay, so we've got Texas A&M against the Missouri Tigers, who are sitting at 22 in the country.
A&M.
We're going with the Aggies. All right, awesome. All right, the final 2 picks I have for you. We're going to the MAC conference. We're going to talk about some MACtion. Sound good?
Yeah.
They're actually playing, I think, right now as we speak, but you haven't seen their scores yet or anything like that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to read off their names to you. I'm not going to show you their logos because what will happen, I think, is it'll accidentally see their scores that are going on right now. So I'll tell you their school colors, their name, and their nickname. Sound good?
Okay.
All right. So right now, as we speak, there are 2 MACtion games going on right now. We've got the Kent State Golden Flashes, they're blue and gold, against the Ball State Cardinals, who are red and black. Who are you going to pick for that one?
I don't like Ball State.
You don't like Ball State?
I don't like both.
You don't like either of them? So you do not want to pick them? It's that one right there.
Yeah.
You can abstain. You can say, no thanks, I don't want to pick that one.
Nope.
All right, so how about this one?
No.
We've got the Northern Illinois Huskies
Ooh.
against the Toledo Rockets.
They're winning 3. Toledo Rockets are winning 3-7.
Right now, the Toledo Rockets are winning 7-3. Who would you want to pick for that game? You don't have to. Again, I just thought it'd be fun.
I don't like.
You don't want to pick either of them? Okay.
No.
So we'll stick with our 3 picks. You picked Ferris State over SVSU, Texas Tech over BYU, and Texas A&M over Missouri for the weekend. Sound good?
Yes.
Should we go to the NFL?
Yeah, let's go for the Chiefs.
All right, let's talk about some NFL. So you went into the NFL weekend with 22 picks correct, 22 picks wrong, or I'm sorry, 20 picks incorrect, and 1 tie. After this week, you had, in this week, you had 6 picks. And unfortunately, it looks like you went 2-4. So that's 2 correct, 4 wrong. So we'll start with our hometown team. You picked the Detroit Lions to beat their division rivals, the Minnesota Vikings. And unfortunately, the Vikings ended up getting the win, 27-24. What'd you think of the Lions game?
Nope.
Yeah, no. They had too many turnovers, didn't they?
Who did?
The Lions.
Yeah.
They had a fumble. They had some interceptions. They just had an all-around tough game, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, unfortunately, you didn't get that one right. You also picked your other favorite team, the Kansas City Chiefs, Who did they end up playing last week?
Buffalo Bills.
Those Buffalo Bills in Buffalo. And unfortunately, Buffalo Bills ended up winning a close one, a shootout, 28 to 24 to 21. How'd you feel about the Chiefs' loss?
Nope.
Nope, not a fan.
Nope.
All right. Well,
stinky Bills.
Those stinky Bills. Well, as I mentioned, the Chiefs have a bye week this week, so hopefully they can get some rest and get ready for the following week and just get a bunch more wins this season.
Who do the Chiefs play next?
So that will be not this upcoming weekend, but in week 11, they will play the Broncos. So another division rival for them. The 5-4 Chiefs will play the 7-2 Broncos. All right.
I want the Kansas City Chiefs.
We are not surprised. So we'll make sure that we hold on to that pick for next week's episode.
Yeah, I want the
Sounds
Chiefs over the Broncos.
All right. So your next pick, you had the Indianapolis Colts over the Pittsburgh Steelers. Indianapolis had the best record, 7-1 going into the weekend, and unfortunately, the Pittsburgh Steelers came out on top, 27-20. They had an answer to Indianapolis's defense and got the win, but unfortunately, that was not a right pick for you. And then you had picked the Washington Commanders over the Seattle Seahawks, and Seattle got the big win on Sunday Night Football, 38-14.
Let's see the score.
38-14. How'd you feel about the Seahawks getting a win over the Commanders?
Can't see.
Right there. Not so great, huh?
Yeah.
And then you had the Arizona Cardinals over the Cowboys, and sure enough, they came out on top, led by Jacoby Brissett.
Winning 27-17.
That's right, 27-17. And then last but not least, you had the New York Giants over the you had the San Francisco 49ers over the Giants, and you got that one correct with the Niners winning 34-24.
Nice.
Yep. So as I mentioned, you were unfortunately 4-2 in your picks, which brings you down or keeps you nice and even at 500 with a record of 24-24-1. I've got 3 picks for you in the NFL since the Chiefs have a bye week. We're not going to pick a Chiefs game, right?
I want to see the line.
Yep. So we've got coming up first will be tomorrow night. Will be Thursday Night Football. We've got the Las Vegas Raiders against the Denver Broncos. So the Las Vegas Raiders are 2-6 with the Broncos 7-2. These are both division rivals of the Chiefs. Right now, the Broncos are in the lead in the division, and the Chiefs are sitting in third. Broncos are aiming to extend their lead in the AFC West. Who do you got?
Broncos.
You're going to go with the Broncos.
Oh, and there is the Falcons and the Commanders.
Right.
I want the Falcons.
Well, they each have their own game. They're playing different teams. And actually, you mentioned the Commanders. That's who the Lions are playing on Sunday. So the 5-3 Lions against the 3-6 Washington Commanders. The Lions are traveling to Washington for a road game, 4:25 on Sunday. Who do you got, Lions or the Commanders?
Lions.
Lions. Hopefully they can get some revenge from last year when the Commanders knocked us out of the playoffs early, and we can use this as a win to start getting ready for the playoffs. Okay?
Okay, what's the next game?
All right, the last pick I got for you is Sunday Night Football. We've got the Steelers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, coming off their big win over the Indianapolis Colts. They're sitting at 5-3 against the 6-3 Los Angeles Chargers. Who do you got, the Steelers or the Chargers?
Steelers.
Going with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Going with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh,
That's
I
awesome.
did see one more game I did want to figure out.
Oh, who is that?
So we got.
Can I show you from here? Because what you're seeing are two different teams that are playing two different games. So who did you want to pick?
Go back in to one game. So we got the Philadelphia Eagles against the Packers.
Okay. You want to pick that one?
Nobody.
Nobody?
I don't like the Packers or the Eagles.
Right? So you're not going to pick either of them?
Tie.
You want a tie? You want the Packers to get another tie?
Yeah.
And you want the Eagles to get a tie?
Yeah, because
All right.
the Eagles will never get a tie.
All right. Well, we'll put that down in our book. You want the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Green Bay Packers, and you want a tie. So I'm just going to draw a line through both of them. All right?
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay, so for the NFL, hopefully we can get 3, maybe even 3 and a tie correct, with the Lions over the Commanders, the Broncos over the Raiders, the Pittsburgh Steelers over the Chargers, and a tie for the Philadelphia Eagles and the Green Bay Packers. I hope that happens. That'd be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go into this NHL for the Red Wolves.
All right. So last week you picked 5 NHL games that happened between the 30th of October and the 2nd of November, 3 of them being Red Wings games. So we'll start with the game that you picked on Thursday, October 30th. You picked the Detroit Red Wings.
Let's go. So I gotta see.
I know. Okay. You picked the Detroit Red Wings over the Los Angeles Kings. And that was Thursday, October 30th. And the Red Wings got the win in a shootout.
4-3.
4-3 over the LA Kings. So, good pick there. That one was correct. You went into the week, I guess I should mention.
I think
I should mention this. You went into.
I saw the Mammoth.
Right. We're only going to be looking at the games that we actually picked. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So, because that's why I want to keep you on track. All right?
Okay.
So, we went into the week 14-19. So, with kind of a losing record. And again, you made 5 picks. So, we'll see how we did. So, you picked the Red Wings over the Kings. You got that one correct. Next, you had 3 games on Halloween. What were you for Halloween this year? Woody, that's right. Did you have fun for Halloween?
Yeah.
Did you do trick-or-treating?
Yeah.
Awesome. Did Mila go trick-or-treating?
Yeah.
Awesome. Did you have a lot of fun?
Yeah.
Nice. Do you have a big bag of candy?
Yeah.
Have I gotten into your big bag of candy yet?
No.
Are you sure?
No.
Oh, man.
You didn't get all of it.
No, not yet. All right. So you had picked the Red Wings over the Ducks. Unfortunately, the Ducks got the win 5-2 over the Red Wings. You picked the Washington Capitals over the New York Islanders, and the Islanders ended up winning 3-1. And then you picked the Vegas Golden Knights over the Colorado Avalanche, and unfortunately, the Avalanche won 4-2. So you got all 3 games for Halloween incorrect. How'd you feel about that?
Nope.
Kind of a bummer, right?
Yeah.
All right, and then the last game you picked was the Detroit Red Wings over the San Jose Sharks.
Yes.
And they got the win.
3-2.
3-2 in a shootout and got the win.
Yeah, I need that. The New York Islanders beat the Winnipeg Jets.
Nope, that's the Columbus Blue Jackets.
The Columbus Blue Jackets 3-2.
That's right.
Ooh, and the Flames won 2-1. And then
over who? You gotta tell the people who.
Over the Flyers.
Oh, that's right. And this was also on Sunday the 2nd.
The Ducks and the Jets.
Devils.
They couldn't pull off the win.
No.
Losing 4-1.
That's right. All right. So, I've got a couple picks for you in NHL for this week. We've got 5 picks.
Yes.
So after going 2 and 3, you're sitting at 16 and 22 on the season.
Let's see if the Red Wings play next.
Yep, I've got. Just so we got a quick update, the Red Wings currently are sitting tied for second in the conference and are sitting second in their division with 18 points on the season. The Avs are still sitting first in the conference in the West with 21 points. They've got the most points in the whole league right now. And so let's take a look at some games that are coming up on Friday, November 7th. We've got 4 games, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so I'm going to see which ones, who do you think is going to win? First up, we have the Red Wings against the New York Rangers. Who do you got in that one?
Red Wings.
Red Wings. All right. Next, we've got the...
Hope they can pull out the win 4-0.
Ooh, 4-0. I like that scoreline. Next, we've got the Minnesota Wild against the New York Islanders.
Islanders.
Going with the Islanders. Okay, good. Next, we've got the Chicago Blackhawks against the Calgary Flames. Calgary. Okay, so you got the Islanders and the Flames, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then last, we've got the Winnipeg Jets.
Wings.
Right, and the Red Wings. Last, we've got the Winnipeg Jets against the San Jose Sharks.
San Jose.
San Jose. All right. So we've got we've got the New York Islanders over the Wild. We've got, did you say the Blackhawks or the Flames? Flames. Calgary Flames over Chicago. And we've got the San Jose Sharks over the Winnipeg Jets. And then I have one more game on Sunday, November 9th for you to pick. It's the Chicago Blackhawks against the Detroit Red Wings. An Original 6 rivalry game. Who do you got?
Red Wings.
Red Wings. All right. So we've got the Red Wings over the Blackhawks. So hopefully you can go 5-0 this week. That would be a good.
Let's go to Michigan State hockey.
All right. So last week we introduced college hockey to the podcast. And as we mentioned, usually in college hockey, when you have a game, you play the same team in 2 games, usually in 2 days, either Friday and Saturday, or sometimes Thursday, Saturday, sometimes Thursday, Friday. So these were...
Or Sunday, Saturday.
Or Saturday, Sunday, yeah. So these were 2-game matchups. And so essentially what I did is I took a look to see if the games split or if there was a sweep, okay? So you had picked Ferris State over Lindenwood, and unfortunately, Lindenwood won both games against the Ferris State Bulldogs. I even got a picture from Uncle Mike at the Ferris State game on Halloween, and he was not looking too thrilled because they were losing 1-0. I'll see if I can find the picture for you. Next, you had the Penn State Nittany Lions. There's Uncle Mike sitting at the game on his Bulldog stuff. Not so thrilled. So next, you had the Penn State Nittany Lions, number 4 Penn State Nittany Lions, over the Ohio State Buckeyes. And Penn State ended up winning both games in Ohio.
Is it 3-3 or 3-0?
They won, I think the first game was 3-2, and the second game was 4-3. They ended up winning both games. Next, you had the Notre Dame Fighting Irish over the University of Michigan Wolverines. And unfortunately, the Wolverines, ranked number 2 in the country now, beat the Notre Dame Fighting Irish in both games. So yeah, so there's the Penn State Nittany Lions beat Ohio State 3-2. And then on Friday, beat them 4-3. Michigan beat Notre Dame 5-3 on Friday night. And then on Saturday, it's loading. You also picked the number 18 Minnesota Golden Gophers over the number 14 Wisconsin Badgers. And unfortunately, Wisconsin won both of their games as well. Oh, yeah, and Michigan beat Notre Dame on Saturday night 2-1 in overtime, which is a good win for them.
Oh, I wanted to see the USC game.
The what?
Did you go down, and see that's USC?
Right. Yeah, that's college basketball, I think you're looking at. And then you had an early pick in college hockey. You have Michigan State over Penn State this weekend in college hockey, right? So,
who won?
Well, we won't know. That's this upcoming weekend, right? So the number 1 Michigan State Spartans travel to Happy Valley to play the Penn State Nittany Lions in Pennsylvania. The number 3 Penn State Nittany Lions. So you still want Michigan State to get the win?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Wisconsin, they're number 9 in the country now, moving up from 14th. They play the number 2 University of Michigan Wolverines. Who do you got, the Wisconsin Badgers or the Michigan Wolverines?
Well, Wisconsin has red.
They do. So who's your pick?
Wolverines.
You're still going to go with the Wolverines? All right, good pick. All right, Western Michigan had a tough weekend, but they're still number 4 in the country, and they're going to face one of their conference rivals, the Denver Pioneers, on Friday and Saturday. Number 11, Denver Pioneers against the number 4 Western Michigan Broncos. Who do you got in that game?
Well,
or in that series?
Western.
You're going with the Western Michigan? All right, I like it. And then we've got one more top 25 matchup. We've got the number 15 Providence Friars.
What are Friars?
Friars.
Logos.
Let's see if I can find it for you. Let's see if I can find. I'll try and find a larger version of it so you can see it better. So they play, the Providence Friars are playing, well, that's men's basketball. They're going to be playing the Yukon Huskies in college hockey.
Let's see what their logo looks like.
All right, give me 1 second.
Hope it's yucky.
Which one's yucky?
Let's see the Friars.
So here's their logos. You got the Providence Friars against the Connecticut Yukon Huskies. Who do you got?
Yukon Huskies.
Yukon, the number 10, Yukon Huskies. All right, sounds good. So hopefully you can go 4-0 on your picks in college hockey. And then last week we also mentioned that OU was playing the number 7 Michigan Wolverines in college basketball. That game happened Monday night. And unfortunately, the Wolverines were too much to handle for the Golden Grizzlies. The Golden Grizzlies had a couple good outings for some of their players. But unfortunately, the final score ended up being 78-121. Michigan Wolverines ended up getting the win. They had 69 points in the first half over OU.
78-21?
121. That's a lot of points. But
yeah, I need to tell my mom.
Yeah, we can definitely tell your mom
I gotta
after.
tell Uncle Mike too.
So
he's not gonna be thrilled.
No, our top point scorer for the Golden Grizzlies was Isaac Garrett with 20 points. He was perfect from the free throw line, which is always a good sign. He was 8 for 10 in his field goals. Our top rebounder was Zaire Wells with 6 rebounds. 5 defensive, which is awesome, and 1 offensive. And our top assists getter was Brody Robinson with 5 assists and only 1 turnover in the game. So promising night. Although the score didn't look it, it's always good to play some tough matchup before we jump into the Horizon League in the future. So I got some college basketball picks for you, though. So we're gonna bring in another sport into the podcast for college basketball season. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So first up, Oakland has another tough match this Friday night on the 7th. They play the number 1 Purdue Boilermakers. Who do you got in that game?
Let's see. No. Both teams are number 10.
Well, that's showing Oakland's 0-1 and Purdue is 1-0. And Purdue's the number 1 team in the country. You're going to pick Oakland. I love it. Let's go. All right. Another game on the 7th in college basketball.
Is it Michigan State? Gotta be them.
Nope. They're going to play on the 8th. So we'll get to that one next. But on the 7th, we've got a top 25 matchup. We've got the number 19 Kansas Jayhawks against the number 25 UNC Tar Heels. Both teams right now are 1-0. Who do you got?
Tar Heels.
Going with the Tar Heels. All right, with the upset over Kansas. I like it. All right, and then we've got a couple top 25 matchups on the 8th. One of them, as you mentioned, was Michigan State, who's sitting at number 22 in the country right now. They're going to play the number 14 Arkansas Razorbacks. Who do you got in this one?
Going with Sparty.
Going with Sparty.
Do they have the same mascot?
Yeah. Yeah, all the teams, regardless of what sport they play, if you're at one school, you have the same mascot. Yep. And then last, top 25 matchup is one of your favorites when it comes to football. We've got the number 15 Alabama Crimson Tide against the number 5 St. John's. Now I got to remember what their nickname is. I'll look it up real quick. But yeah, St. John's. Red Storm, that's what it is. The St. John's Red Storm against the Alabama Crimson Tide.
I'm going to go with Alabama Crimson Tide.
Alabama Crimson Tide. All right, so that's our first 4 picks outside of last week's college. College, but it's Roll Tide is what they say. Yeah, Hook 'em Horns is Texas.
Do they play college basketball?
Texas does play college basketball.
Let's see who they play.
All right, I can try and pull up and see who they play.
I need to see.
All right, we'll take a look. We'll see if we can find who they're playing. Let's see. All right, here's Texas. Right now they're sitting 0-1 after losing to the number 6 Duke Blue Devils 75-60. They play on Saturday the 8th against, let's see, the Lafayette Leopards, who are also sitting 0-1.
Texas Longhorns.
So we're going for Texas Longhorns over the Lafayette Leopards. All right, I like that. All right, I think that's our show for the day. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks everyone for listening. Hopefully Cillian has a good week of picks this week. Again, please feel free to like and subscribe, comment, and rate our podcast. That way we show up for more people to listen to us. Share us with your friends and family, and reach out to us if you see my Facebook post with the new recording or the new episode posted. Episode 10, Cillian. We did it.
Is that all of them?
This is just episode 10, but next week we'll do 11, and we'll keep going. But 10 episodes of this is pretty darn good. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you having fun still?
Yeah.
Okay. We're still kind of finding our stride, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to make this a little bit better as we go, right?
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks again, everyone, for listening. Do you have anything else to say to the listeners?
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs, even on their bye week.
Yeah. Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Go Sparty. Go Sparty.
All right.
Go Texas. Go Texas.
All right. Awesome. Well, great podcast, Cillian. And we will talk with everybody next week. And here's to another good weekend of sports.
Yeah.
Sound good?
Yeah.
All right.